Well, hi folks, welcome to Saban Media Sports Extra on YouTube. And like I always do it, always ready to serve you the best of sporting content. After 90 minutes of football action at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium, it ended Accra House of Folk 1, Samartex 0. And we are going to have a look at the game. The focus will be much more on Accra House of Folk, who currently are second on the league table with 28 points. We delve into action without wasting much time. Of course, may the peace of Almighty God be with you. May the peace of Allah be with you. Tontonte, tintonte, anatontonte, yenumusana, ye padrin. Other religions, ye chiamo, yankopon, enyamokese, this festive season. Now, for Coach Christopher Enning of Samartex going into this fixture, now opinino, I well focused because Samartex intimate winning away match in the 2025-2026 Ghana Premier League. So Samartex, they came into this game very fired up, looking at the possibility of ending or breaking that unnecessary record. But Accra House of Folk, they were that resolute. In as much as Sena win, and Shana ye win, a bit in Yakasana, Accra House of Folk, they are very dominant because Samartex also really played their heart out. And I will say on any day, it's a midfield battle. No, Samartex won that midfield battle. Nipa will two Accra House of Folk Bobo Konifo that they should move their matches from the Accra Sports Stadium to the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. What's any So anytime Accra has a folk, every winning match, that was the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. Send Pakrono, Mebo Nabaso, because statistically the numbers are really working, showing that that decision they took was so special and that decision was the best for Accra House of Folk when it comes to their home matches in the ongoing Ghana Premier League, because statistically has no more about 5 matches it will see what the Accra Sports Stadium. Now in the 5 matches, no more about draw 3, or more lose back and no more winning just 1. Now see, after moving to the University of Ghana Sports Stadium, it's now 3 wins in 3 matches for Accra House of Folk because they beat Visions, they beat Nations, and Manchester Matters, and so Ashe Omo. So the numbers are really working, and that is, Ebwa Accra House of Folk. Now, for the two sides from Mushiaye, about the University of Ghana Sports Stadium, Legon, let's start it with supporters and how a game na yɛbɛtie anaasɛ yɛbɛtie yɛ nua baako a wɔkɔkɔhwɛ game no video wei no mɛde credit no ɛma Sahara Football wɔn ɛna ɛtumi twa saa video no yɛntie yɛ nua a wɔn ɛyɛ Accra House Folk fan na yɛmfa analysis no ɛntoa so.
Boss, leg na air bono. I didn't hear whom you 3 points. So the hard book game, no nya 3 points and your performance, bad performance. So what I say, I didn't hear and no my no. Say be our book game you home. No one lose one now compared the end, and no season at the about next game. But upon difficulties of Muko no, still more winning match, no 3 points in the young with their my. So another you know winning performance assembly.
At this stage in the Ghana Premier League, every win is crucial. Every win is very, very important. Inti many supporters ni bi and I believe going forward, majority of the supporters ebenya this understanding. Enye match biya and I'll be overly dominant. Enye match biya and I'll be taking the lion's share of possession in midfield obeje ball na boni nyina. It doesn't really work that way because the league na ye bono a marathon a do time bi a the strategy nkitin bi matches bi wo hono ma de also ye and it's obe pick the 3 maximum points. And the hallmark of a good team, and it's a dakra won't mean and dominating game in terms of possession. At the end of the day, there are phases in the game, there are moments in the game you need to stand out. Some moments in Ishua, you need to make use of those moments. And I believe at the moment, Accra has a folk in that combination very well. So there are matches that will dominate and win. There are matches that will not entirely dominate all the phases of the game, but they will end up with the 3 maximum points. After that good performance against table leaders or table toppers, Aviana Stars, Hasselhoff returned to the Accra Sports Stadium and win way a very crucial And like I said earlier on, I'm happy the supporters need be complaining too much. Say born now has a folk and dominating a born in Shadan Yefe and Accra has a folk the Ubu fear. I was so timid opponent and now Shannon I was so born. But focus on a year the final output or outcome of the game. That is Accra House of Folk getting the 3 maximum points. Now, goalkeeper Solomon Agbasi, we need to praise Agbasi. And I am saying this because Agbasi 7 matches at Wadama Accra House of Folk Okuta 6 clean sheets. No wonder say teams in the Ghana Premier League this season, Accra House of Folk, women are conceded the least number of goals. Accra House of Folk with 2 fantastic goalkeepers. I believe this will definitely give Coach Didi Dramani and his technical team a bit of headache because so Benya Black Stars #1 Benjamin Asare na deɛ Agbasi the Spider ɔno nso yɛ currently ne deɛ woyɛ coach biara w'ani bɛgye but on the flip side nso no ɛbɛma wo headache because Asare returning Agbasi ɛkɔ akɔtena bench ana that is another discussion yɛbɛhavo. Agbasi was very integral for Accra House of Folk and you how was Samartex it may break you through the House of Folk defense that final through pass Agbasi it me a buy look at the video the way it me a bar out made himself so big to narrow the angle for the striker or the player with the ball and most importantly made that glorious save for Accra House of Folk. Agbasi is doing so well. I will say a bonabaso and after that save then Accra House of Folk Oku and as a great man defender for Samartex it me man Accra House of Folk that Boxing Day gifter Hamza Isa in the 6th minute made no mistake and or the ball not toward the back of the net. And this should tell you how important, how crucial goalkeepers Eyama team will be. Make us say Agbasi and yes, I see Nanka has of folk either from by a goal to 0. But oh yes, I see the next moment in the game and a very crucial. That chance a year Hamza is added to the back of the net. But on the flip side, the yɛmfa credit no nso ma coach Didi Dramani how tactically in the attacking third na Hasofoko mu etimi press Samartex Football Club and also how Mawuli Wayo press Gripman and the ball no ekoche ya Hamza Isa enya the opener for Accra Hasofoko. Now after the goal Samartex coach Christopher Enning side by game very strongly, especially in midfield. And Osha has of midfield now, Parku George, Abdul Karim, and a Theophilus Collinson. Now Collinson ain't the chance, and I think he did pretty well because Mohamed Hussein absent because of the suspension, the ban, no, and the other guy is Rafael Amponsa, and so I think so we're picking no kakra. Into this time man, Collinson Abemu very strongly. So we had Collinson, Abdul Karim, Wamo, and the Gina Fim, Ama Accra House of Folk, with the likes of Parku George, midfield battle, Samartex, and House of Folk competition. In fact, they dominated House of Folk in the middle of the park. So no wonder the coach Didi Dramani and the response, and they say House of Folk ever rely on fast transitions, and I said transitional football. House of Folk na omo exploit the pace of, and I said no more make good use of the pace of Hamza Isa. Into midfield, ne no man who's so has Samartex into me and match boot for boot our midfield. Clearly, they lost the midfield battle several times. Nasa Matters are taking control of the midfield. So, Coach Didi Dramani tactically, the Emihuye and the has to focus switch to a fast transitions and as a transitional football no, na a year on the part of Accra House of Folk. But the most unfortunate thing, and it's a several times now Hamza Isa I isolated because now Parku George a drop very deep now only too close to a Hamza Isa and a game way any gamer the likes of Martin Kakari wamutimi who game on so most often at times na Hamza Isa I isolated but coach Didi Dramani there say say Samartex at taking control of the midfield using Ebenezer Aqua, their captain, our center back no more born or midfield no na ama Samartex etimi enya that hold of the midfield battle ti ye modidi abaso so ohun saa no wanye say bia ono nso be switch na midfield battle no wa wini but or rely on fast transitions and also to me boy Emma Accra House of Folk it take control of some of the key phases of the game. House of Folk ended up winning the game by 1-0. Obi bisa say how important was the early goal? Early goal is very important because the two teams kwakushia na so mo bo match at the moment the other team no ebenya early goal no na to some extent it me influence emma the other team no either say obe come all out so obe take no in the next 15 minutes and as I say first half obe take no within the first half and sana game no wetimi asanso then about the level and no game no ahyase no and I say ebema the other team would that form by a go to 0 no they be decide say my main switch enko ebia plan B ebia plan A no na work but clearly Samartex plan A no was working. Samartex the only difference I mean who you say na that agency na ba omo game ni mu na point BR so they wanted to equalize before the first half no ebeba ewie but game plan no was still the same for Samartex and that Asian boy was very good in the game. Samartex coming all out. Game plan was still intact, but they came all out and they really dominated Hasselhoff in the midfield. So the goal there na very, very important. Early goal ebua teams in matches. It means unsettle the opponent. It means buama opponent no. It means then it changing the tactics it means also top pressure ema opponent no. Ema wo team a wo wetimi enya the early goal no. Won't to me the holy photo it me use some strategies be and ultimately bois because the opponent will come all out at you and to me then rely on counter attack play it me any more goals against opponent into early goal no na important now midfield battle na maka ho asem na the consensus kakra ami hu ye wo game ni mo on the part of Accra House of Folk which I believe moving forward, their next game is against Mediama Sporting Club. They need to really have a critical look at this issue. How in recent times has of midfielders, AD cards, it is not good because game on, red card, it misses the entire completion of the game. And legally, baby, you drew. Baby, you drew points in a has of win way or second. Do other clubs and so matches on body. But she will be a win the house of Okapakoda. And take it from me, other teams no matches a day. But Omokromu win house of folk will still be part of the first 4 or first 5. First 4 in the house of folk will be part. It is stage in a draw. It will be so reckless and I said it will be so silly. Say omit for this, a bit take yellow cards beer in also mutiki. Sometimes what me who say tackle ya player you has a folk player be a bang opponent in that. Indeed, say maybe player a bang opponent na. That's a still na me dimmy can or Tommy is a tier opponent na. And yet tackle be a reckless, a needless, and I can easily decide to avoid that tackle. Merely by go to 0. You know what? Me fly certain tackles because midfield no muna mukuta game no into the likes of Abdul Karim mu didi unnecessary yellow cards Park George mu di unnecessary yellow cards take it from me yenu nti ena didi dramani eya oma mo finish game no because osuro some be kwakodi the next yellow card I be resulting into a red card. It is what steady against Adriana Stars Abdul Karim Park George na yes abemo so ati ase upon frani on zu dibi the against I think nations yes abel because coach be any ho beti kita gamble so onye ho ten midfield no midfield players ne emu mienu e di yellow card take it from me ɛyɛ asa tu no bɛsesa no. And Didi Dramani ayɛ no bɛyɛ 3 times. So the likes of Abdul Karim, the likes of Park George, Theophilus Collinson, Hasselhoff midfielders and your best remo. Stage a drew no important. Those needless yellow cards and Mwakra Hasselhoff, especially when in Mediama Sporting Club kwakobo a Mediama no would tricky wingers when team mono or with tricky wingers was a Hasselhoff. They need to really take a critical look or analysis on how Hasselhoff midfielders take those reckless or needless yellow cards. Now, Henry Boateng ne Martin Kakare, wɔn nkeka wɔn ho game women who yi. Henry Boateng and Martin Kakare, they need to really step up. Yɛde besi ase na yɛade obi ase so nya brɛ ɛyɛ listening no. And do well to subscribe to 7 Media Sports Extra on YouTube for the best of sports and content. As a folk, last game for the first round against Mediama Sporting Club. Na mi bumu anymu nyina I wish Hasselhoff the very best of luck against Mediama Sporting Club. Have a wonderful day.